watched a bit of F1, a bit of racing, just dribs and drabs of everything. Just watched the start of the F1. That was quite good.
Your mate Hamilton overturned quite a good penalty.
Hell, I mean, it's ridiculous, you know. Oh, I caught the end of the race, right, and he finishes third or whatever he finished. But he was up to third by lap 5 or something, because they'd all fucking crashed, and safety cars left, right, and fucking centre. Rosberg had a 4-second lead after 1 lap. And Lewis Hamilton started last and still finished third because of all the safety cars and everything. And you think, well, what kind of a fucking penalty is that? If they're going to penalise them for having use too many engines, so you're only allowed a certain number of engines per season, gearboxes, you know, they're trying to cut costs. And if you use more than the specified amount, you get a penalty. But that's not a fucking penalty. They should penalise them some fucking points so it means something. This don't mean jack shit. I mean, what kind of a penalty is it where even if we hadn't have had safety cars or anything, he would have probably finished in the top 6 anyway, because he can piss past the last half of the grid without breaking sweat because his car is so superior. And the only problem he has in overtaking in a Mercedes is when he gets to about the top 6 or 7, and they can kind of match him for speed, so then he has to do a bit of proper overtaking as opposed to just sailing by and waving as he goes by, you know.
But isn't that like, that's benefit of being the best constructor, the best engineer in there, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but he's supposed to be getting fucking penalised. You can be the best constructor, but you're supposed to be getting fucking penalised. As it happened, he finishes on the fucking podium, and there's all these arseholes afterwards. Oh, what an unbelievable drive! Excuse me? What was fucking unbelievable about it? He was up to about 5th after about 3 laps, right? Because of the schmozzling that went on. All the ones that crashed had to go into the pits to get the cars repaired, punctures, new nose, everything, right? I mean, just fucking rubbish. Absolute fucking rubbish. Oh, I've pretty much lost interest in it. And I still hate Hamilton. He's an arsehole. Vettel drove like a the new kid on the block, Max Verstappen, he drove like a twat as well. They both caused an accident at the first bend. Verstappen goes down the inner. Raikkonen's right on the inside on the tarmac, which Verstappen wasn't. He was on the yellow lines. And then outside him he's got deranged Vettel. And Vettel squeezes up Raikkonen, but just about gave him enough room. But Verstappen came on his inside and there was a collision. Vettel ends up spinning round. Verstappen lost his nose cone, and there was a schmozzle behind as well. It was all real shit driving from Vettel and from Verstappen. But that Verstappen, he's very good.
Yeah.
Well, his old man used to drive Yash Verstappen, and he was fucking useless. But this kid, he's only 17.
Crown.
I mean, he's still no Dutch. But he's driving for Red Bull, and he's fucking good.
Wow.
For a young kid like that. And he's cool, but today he blotted his copy, but today he was shit today. I don't know if he's ever been to Spa. That's what I was chuckling about the other day. Remember, not that long ago, we went to see Bristol City versus Coventry.
Yeah.
And yesterday, Coventry were getting panned in the first division. Did they lose? Because they've been bloody awful, haven't they? There's been demos, I think. And Bristol City were playing Aston Villa. And Aston Villa lost, having taken the lead. What the fuck? And who's the old git at Coventry?
Mowbray.
Yeah, Mowbray. Well, you know.
Not a fan.
And then the other one I saw yesterday, which I couldn't believe my eyes, Yup at
Yup,
Reading.
yeah.
Well, when did he turn up?
I think he started
I didn't
this
hear
year.
anything about that.
Yeah. Seems like a nice bloke. Top defender when he was a player.
Got nothing against him. In fact, I liked him more when he fell out with Fergie.
Yeah, because he said that he tapped him up, didn't he?
He seems to have a brain.
Dutch footballers tend to. They have to go through follow their education through properly at academic.
What, they make them go to school?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Yeah, but the thing is, you have to start with a bit of a brain to begin with before you can have it developed. Trouble with a lot of ours, they haven't got a brain. If they had a brain, they'd be fucking dangerous, wouldn't they, some of them? You know. And you see them all the time, just making the wrong decision, and you think, well, why don't you do the obvious? Just do the fucking obvious. Don't try and think about it, because that's when things go wrong, when you start thinking. You know, most of them think with their pricks anyway, don't they? Poor old Joe. I do feel sorry for Joe. He must be in shock.
I don't know, it's been sort of circulated for a while.
What? Yeah, but not till after the guy arrived. He didn't know that was coming before he turned up.
No, I think I heard rumours of it.
Really?
Yeah, he wasn't a fan. Because as soon as because he agreed to go before he actually went, didn't he? And there was loads of speculation and loads of.
Well, I don't know all of my news.
Well, I listened to it all day, didn't I? And yeah, there was speculation at the time that he likes a goalie who can use his feet.
Well, so I hear, but.
And that was circulated for a while.
I'm not bothered about any of that. I just feel sorry for Joe, where even if the guy didn't like him, all of a sudden you're on the transfer list and you're more or less been told to fuck off. And you think, hang on, that's not right. It ain't right. And I mean, that's shoddy fucking goods, that is, man. That is shoddy. I don't like the way he's been treated at all. Mind you, that happens quite often with these footballers, doesn't it? But I don't know, it can't be right. There's some talk about him going to Italy.